Hello Flosstube, it's Debbie from Australia. I'm here with my January 2021 cross-stitch update. I hope this year has been treating you well and you've got a lot of stitching done in January. January was quite a good month for me. I got to see a lot of my family. This was my first month of my long service, though I didn't get as many jobs as I expected I would get done. But not to worry, plenty of time. In January, excuse me for checking my notes, I managed 32,966 stitches over 14 projects. I'm not showing them all today. Some of them are family projects, but I will start with my finishes, both of them rather small. First finish is with my sow with Kelly from Animal Instinct. Is the January block of the Snowflower Diaries. These are free patterns that you can download from the Snowflower Diaries blog, I believe. I'd search Snowflower Diaries and you'll find them. She's got a lot of freebies and a lot of other nice patterns, and they're really quite sweet. I'm doing all of mine on the same fabric. I think I started in October. We did a catch up during the 24 hours cross stitch in November, so we're actually completing the month we're in each month now, but they're rather sweet, rather cute, and like I said, you can get them from her website. My next finish, I had finished the first one of these back in October, but I didn't count it as a finish because I intend to have a try at setting these in resin for coasters, and if they go well, I'm going to do 2 galahs and 2 gang cockatoos for a set. They're rather sweet. These are from Crafty Like a Fox. I think she's Fox So Crafty on Etsy. Comes in a beautiful kit with the Aida, the thread, a thread keep, beautifully presented, and these are called squawkers, and I love them. Which hand is it? Go away. So I've just got to do some testing to make sure it doesn't change the colours too much, and we'll see how we'll go. I'll try and get that done while I'm off, so I've got plenty of time to play with it. They were my 2 finishes for January, quite small. I have got quite a few of my others close to a finish, so I'm hoping to clear some of the 20 I brought over from 2020. I've had 3 new starts, this month, and I'm starting, January, 3 new starts in January, and I have a minimum of 4 new starts planned in February, but we'll get to that later. I'll move on to my works in progress, or whips. First one is a favourite of mine, and that is a lady named Ella. Absolutely beautiful. I'm hoping for a March finish for this one. I just love her so much. Whoa, there we go. I thought I was further away, but I'm coming across the bottom now. I haven't done any of the back stitching down the bottom. I'll come a bit closer. She is gorgeous. This is a fashion design by Ebony Short that was charted by Brittany from Ingleside Imaginarium. I absolutely adore it. I'm doing it on 40 count antique white linen, and I started on the 30th of June, and I just cannot wait to finish her. It looks like a lot, but if you sit down and just concentrate with the halves and the quarters, no, 3/4 and half stitches, you can get along And once that back stitching in the bottom section comes up, I think it'll be absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait, can't wait. Next, I am partaking in full coverage Fanatics 21,000 stitches in 2021. And the project I am using is Heaven and Earth, supersized to stitch in time with max colours. This has a history with me, and I do hope I can finish it before I cark it. In January, I got over 2,500 stitches. I can no longer, with the software I'm using, get that away. With the software I'm using, I can no longer insert in the block the photos, so I'll actually insert some photos of before and afters. I have to do 1,570 a month to guarantee I'll get it done minimum. And I am thinking, because this has been such a nemesis for its many starts, I am actually thinking of doing monogamous May, which I think was Stitching Mummy's first idea, and really trying to get to a stage where I haven't stitched the page before. That'd be really nice, stitching something I haven't already stitched before. Another thing in January was the first 24 hours of Crossstitch, created by Jen Lee and her mother Cindy on Quirks Stitches. Just love it. I use Jen's planner and I think it's fantastic. I've watched the video on the digital one. I think I'm a little bit old school, though I'm not too bad with most tech, well, software. I really enjoy the hard copy one. But for the whole of the 24 hours, I decided to give Long Dog Sampler, Anzak, a real good boost with stitches. I did it for the 24 hours. I got 5,900 odd stitches. And did some more on Anzac Day, celebrated in Australia and New Zealand, and brought it up to over 6,000 for the month. When I put in the before photo, you'll see there's a fair bit done, and I'm really close to the bottom down here, so I'm really pleased. Oh no, there's a boat and some motion, so maybe not as close as I thought, but I was concerned I may not actually have enough. I'm hoping that's going to come out green in the photo. This is being done on 40 count linen. I dyed it with colours called Peacock and Bottle Green, and I'm using camo from Dinky Dyes, and I started on the 27th of July 2020. I can't wait to finish it. It's looking good. The next one, you're getting a preview. Not only have I finished January, I've actually finished February as well, and that is the funky Menagerie from Lindy Stitches. It's a stitch along and it is really enjoyable, very cute. There is mine. That is January and February's. They are quite sweet. Come on, there we go. I was stitching all those animals. I think I might put a little orange. Stephanie mentioned it in a Instagram. I might use this yellow up here and just put a little dangler on the angler fishes. I suppose fishing rod. But the whole time I'm stitching, I'm thinking to myself, I think I'm going to make the little cat grey. I think I'm going to make the little cat grey. And I thought I'll use the grey that's charted. There's the fabric a bit better. I'll use the grey that's charted because my cat's grey, Darcy. And when I got to it, it was a grey cat anyway, not black. I love that. Started that like at 11:54 on the 31st of the 12th as it hit the books, and that's on 32 count even weave dappled light from the Colours of Australia range from SewitAll. Next, one of my favourites, Mirabilia Country Garden Party. Sorry. I got to the bottom of both dresses. Very, very, very happy. Come on. Come on. Maybe that's close to the colour. Come on. I had this one done. And I had to finish this one. So I'm thinking, so that's the whole bottom half of the pattern except the border. So the next time I pick it up, I'm just going to throw that border around so I can move up to the top. Because as you can see, when you get to the top, I'm waiting to see how those orange lanterns are going to show up on the fabric, but I think they will, because there's some really bright pinks up there. Mottledy pinks, so I think it's going to look really, really lovely. Beautiful purple fabric. Next, I didn't show you this one in the whip parade because I got so much done in January. It's a cutie. This is Geranium by Nora Corbett. And all I've got to do this month, so she'll be a finish for next month. All I've got to do, come on, show the beautiful fabric, show my love swamp. All I have got to do is stop moving, come on. All I've got to do is the beading. She has got a fair bit of beading to go. But she's really quite sweet. She's really quite sweet. There we go. So beading and she's done. So she'll be a finish in March. The other one I didn't actually show you in person on the whip parade was Strawberry Fields Forever by Blackbird Designs. Again, because I had got a lot done in January before I got around to completing my whip parade. And I've done the border. Well, I've done the outline of the border, so I know it's definitely all going to match up. It is on 40 count orchid from X-Jude Designs. Started this on the 3rd of November. And again, I don't think that one is terribly far off, and that's probably the closest to the colour. It is just a beautiful pink, and I thought, you know, rather than get rid of go on to the beige. There are darker colours on the other parts of it, but I just loved it on the pale pink being a Strawberry Fields. So I've only got to add the strawberries, and there's not really a terribly lot. Not a terribly lot inside to go really, so maybe again a March or an April finish. Beautiful, beautiful, and I'll work out which one, next one in the series I'll start. The last actual whip is Little House Needleworks for the library. I've been working on the border of this for a mighty long time. Finally got it done in December, I think it was. So, but I got the first vignette in. Now, I'm not happy with the romance, if you may not even be able to see it. I am waiting till this month when I do the next one. I'm going to use gold and see if that pops out even further. And luckily, I noticed when I was doing that, I said it was all done, everything was done, but I hadn't done N. Where is it there? So I had to squeeze down and do that. But I think this is lovely. So the romance block is done. And I've got 3 more to go, so 3 months. I'm hoping to do it for the next 3 months, so again, she's finished soon. So they were my whips. Then it was the new starts. The first 2 I showed you during my whip parade because I had already started them. The first one is from Mojo Stitches on Etsy, and it's Bushland Quaker, and it is beautiful. I've done more since I showed it to you the first time. This is on Lemon Butter 40 count linen from Jay's X Stitch on Etsy. It was my New Year, New Start. It's more lemon than that. Probably there. And Jo has actually on her blog put up what all the flowers are, so if you wanted to know what they are, you could. And it is a beautiful pattern. The only thing I think I'm going to have to do is, you can't see around there, I don't think, there are white stitches. They're very pale. They are actually DMC white. I might actually use B2200 just to make them pop a bit more, because I really need it to pop when it comes to the cockatoos. Lovely pattern. Loving every minute of it. The other one that I started and showed you was my temperature chart. I have filled in all of January and completed the bobbins down to June so far now. As you can see, we've had a mixed bag of hot and cold days. It's been quite amazing. You know, some of those colours were almost a full colour. I saw someone do the do the bobbins on a diagonal, and I really wish I had have, but it was too late and I wasn't going to unpull them all. But I can sort of see it going up and down as it goes along. And I really hope to keep that going and keeping up to date through the year. My next new start, I love her, and I had to do this video because I was desperate to get back to her. And I did not want to get too far. This is, and geez, I hope the fabric's going to show all the purple sparkling through it. This is, and we're not going to talk about how close that is to the top and the bottom. That is why I stopped and did the frame, because I'm sitting there thinking, did I ever really check? Because this fabric is from SewitAll, and they mostly sell it in centimeters, 500 or half a meter, 5 by 6 or 5 by 4. It's not quite a fat quarter anyway. And I was more than concerned that it wasn't going to fit, and it did get very tight, but such is life. She is looking beautiful. I went over the cat because I was desperate to get to the edge. There's just the pinks that go through this fabric really match up so well with the colours in her dress. Which way do I need to turn? There we go. Oh, the cat's not looking black. There we go. There you can see some of the colours, the pinks coming through this. It's a beautiful, beautiful fabric. I'm now thinking of working across to the book stand. Oh, I didn't show you a picture. Show you a picture. There is the pattern. Oh, I'll have to insert a picture. I can show you a little one. Of course, the pattern's in the damn project bag. I meant to get it out. I've got them all out and I forgot this one. That is, come on. There's a very blurry picture of Bellatrix. She is beautiful. I'm going to work across to the book stand to the other side just to double check my stitching, but as we came up with a phrase in the Mittagong Stitches retreat, Jeremiah paid a visit, and as I come across here and I was counting, apparently it goes 90 to 110, so I had to come over here, undo all of this and bring it back 10 stitches because I completely forgot 100, God knows why. And so I thought I'll just walk across and just double check that when I get across to the other side that I haven't gone astray. Just stay with that. Next, I think lastly actually, is I have got a few purchases and Christmas presents. Firstly, I'll show you this. I went to a kitchen utensil shop called Urban Savage in Australia. And sitting on the counter was this gorgeous set called the Daily Sampler. It is in collaboration with the Subversive Crossstitch, Stitch and Bitch thread, and comes in like a stand. Let's, come on, focus. There we go. It's like it's been cross-stitched. When you tip them out, the answer's no. Done meeting. Ask me how I do it. Now accepting tips. Give them hell. Another day in paradise. Ask me about my feelings. 60% of the time it works every time. And it goes, what fresh hell is this? My tube rules. And it goes on and on and on. Walk away. Nope. Let me Google that for you. How many times have we said that? And in all honesty, you could actually stitch any one of these actually from from it. I mean, they're just so cute. So cute. And there's some of them that I think, you know, I can't wait to get, well, no, I can wait to get back to work. That's a lie. I can wait to get back to work. I am not looking forward to going back at all, but such is life, but we'll get there. But yes, I thought that was a gorgeous find, and I didn't even think twice. My husband was buying something. I said, go ahead, add that to the pile. I just loved it. Next, and this I'll go into a little bit of plans here. It is Kelly from Animal Instinct's birthday in February, and she is starting a sale, only 41 sale, and asking people to join her stitching either a new start or a pattern you have with animals in it. I think she's got a lot of starts prepared to come. I have selected 4, and it's not out of the plastic. How are we going to go? Oh, excuse the crinkle. I try so hard not to crinkle, but okay, it's not going to be much better. Look at that. Look. He is ginormous. The piece of material, I think it's over a meter inches, 4 feet wide. It is gorgeous. The lovely Anne from Hooks started this, and Amanda from Pennington Terrace and myself really loved it. I think Amanda already had it. And we're talking about an hour off while I'm starting it on Kelly's birthday. I scanned it, and when you enlarge it just quickly, you're not going to follow that, it is coloured pattern. When you scan it and enlarge it, it all blurs, so it's going to have to be done from the chart. So I photocopied the chart and I stuck it all together, and it is over 5 feet long and I'll have to see how I go, but I'm so looking forward to that. Another new start for Kelly's birthday is this cutie called Raccoon from Mickey's Patterns. Isn't he the cutest little thing? I didn't know I had a soft spot for raccoons until I started picking these patterns, and I haven't brought the other one. The next one after that one is Raccoon Ravel. I showed that in my December purchases. That will also be started for Kelly's birthday. And then the last one I'll be starting is the Witch's Emblem, which I just thought was lovely. So they're my 4 animal type prints I will be doing for Kelly's. Only 40 once. Only 40 once Sal. A couple of Christmas presents. This one, yes, I bought it, but my cat gave it to me for Christmas. I got this one. I think it's gorgeous. I would never do a white Santa, sorry, it's not my thing. You'd have to be red, but I bought it for that tree. It comes, I don't know if you can see how big it is. It comes with the star on the top of the tree, and I've seen it stitched in real life, and it is beautiful, but I've always liked the mirror trees, and when I saw that one I thought, oh, that's gorgeous. And it comes with that big bead on the top of the tree. Whether I use this is a different thing, but yes, at this stage it's only for the tree. So that will get added to the pile at some time. These I fell in love with. I think I've shown you spring and Easter. I think the other two I've got, my daughter got me this one for Christmas as part of my Christmas present from Madame Chantilly. I love it. Look at those squirrels. Just so cute. Then the lovely Sharon. Cut this out. This is beautiful. I hope I can show how nice this is. Lovely Sharon from our Menagerie Stitches group gave me. Oh, there we go. Get rid of that shine. It's beautiful. Nope, too bright that side. Let's see if that helps. I have got the ring light, but I've got it over here. It is so subtly, beautifully. There we go. Mauves, pale blues, pinks. This is a piece of Fairy Clouds from Under the Hedgerow hand-dyed fabrics, 32 count linen. She said she would never use it, and I haven't put those flosses on it yet, but I'm really thinking that Bluebell, when I finish Geranium, would look nice on it. If not, I want plenty of other of the fairies, but it is a beautiful, beautiful fabric. It's very kind, very kind. Then we've just got Odd Sods. I'll just get them out of here, and then I won't have any more noise after that. I have received my January threads from a Stitch in Time in Hobart, Australia. Classic Colour Works. And where's that glare coming from? One sec, here we go. Classic Colour Works. I think we're up to these. These are the week's die works. If you prefer them out of the ones in the future, let me know. Gentle Arts. Gorgeous, come on, gorgeous colours there. These are these damn things that I can't pronounce for the life of me. Come on, focus. These I may not continue. I'm not quite sure. They are beautiful, don't get me wrong. But besides not being able to pronounce the damn things, it is as simply that the lot I've got so far, they're all so close in the colour. They must have a very supple change in their colour, and I'd like a few more, like a jump in the colour range. It's just going a bit too slow. We also got a 26 count tapestry needle as an add-in in the little red envelope that always turns up. So I can put them away now. From Stitchin Time, I also got some Aztec red gingham. Aztec red gingham, 32 count. Not quite sure why. We all know how much I need fabric, but it'll come in handy. I also got some unusual little kits. This is Christmas in My Garden. It is here's a pin cushion. Christmas. I don't know where the colours are going right off. There we go. Christmas in My Garden. It says from MTV Designs. And it comes with the shrapnel, the little gold bits and pieces to complete that. I'm going to have to do a bit of, I'm going to do that now. She says she was prepared. Mr. Nutsy. Mr. Nutley Owl. Come on. Here's, I don't know where that light's coming from. He is just so very cute. And again, comes with the top of the acorn to go on top of it. And the last one is another Just Nan. I never include in these because I never think about it when I'm doing the purchases. There's always patterns from Etsy, but we won't go there. They'll show up as I bring them into work. This is Crystal Snow Lady Mouse. Is she not gorgeous? Just a cutie. And again, all the bits and pieces you need to finish her up nice and nice. So that was that was a Stitchin Time in Tasmania. And then from Stash and Low, just a quick couple of things. I got, these are fuchsia bookmarks, which I thought were really quite cute. Whether I do the actual fuchsias, but the bookmarks are very nice with this lace on them. I got a sweetheart tree with absolutely everything in it, called Sunflowers and Bumblebees Welcome, which is really cute. And she popped in a freebie that was on a magazine, which is a cute little cat looking for a wreath. You can't tell because it's all swapped out. I believe that is almost it. The only thing I wanted to add is on the November-December update, when I was talking about the Mittagong Stitches retreat back in November, I did fail to mention that we did have quite a few American ladies join us this year, which was really quite lovely. I'm known for staying up late stitching, and I was stitching on Zoom, no Google Meet, for most of the weekend, and I was just going to sign off with another Australian lady, and I think it was about 10 to 3 in the morning, and 2 American ladies logged on, and it was like, oh my god. So I stayed for another half an hour or so and chatted with them and said, look, I've got to get to bed or I won't get up in the morning. Give it about 7:30 and you'll get some more people logging on. I don't want to be rude. By all means, stay logged on because the others will pop in as they get up, the early birds. And it was really lovely having a different perspective and meeting new people. We also had Ryan from Wild Violet Crossstitch Designs. We had Abby from Topknot Stitcher in her little shop, and Lolly Stitches from the UK coming in and chat with us, and it was just lovely. And those connections come through Michelle from Mich Stitch, and it just gave us a chance to show the ladies things we've worked on in common, patterns of theirs we've dealt with, and it was really quite nice. I must admit, I did totally confuse Abby when I came in one time saying, sorry, I was so long, but we had a whippersnipper working outside and she's looking very confused and I had no idea, and then it was Michelle that said it's a weed whacker. Which went, oh okay, so you do forget that there is that slight terminology changing when you're talking to people, but I still remember it as a great weekend. I had a ball sitting up late talking to a lot of people, just stitching. Like I said, I travel to Mittagong, well, not often these days, but Canberra at least once a month to go and stitch with the ladies. Our little group has got quite big now. We get about 10. 10's usually our minimum now, and it's lovely. It's lovely to see there's some younger ladies there, and they learn from us, but I learn from them. This week it was a couple of, I just, bang your head in shame that you didn't think of it. A couple of things they mentioned, you just think, put your brain into gear sometimes, but it's lovely talking to them and seeing their projects, and just that different perspective really helps. Anyway, I've still got 2 months off. Still enjoying it. Still taking advantage of every chance I can to get up to Canberra to see my grandchildren. I just love them, and my children, of course. I hope you are all well. I hope you had a good stitchy time. I still am yet to do my finishes for 2020. They are still piled behind me on the bed. The only hold up is there is one really unusual one that I really want to fully finish because it's going to be hard to explain what it turns into. So I'll try and get that done this month. And as soon as that's done, I'll do the finishes, the 56 finishes for 2020. I did actually frame, my lovely lady over there. I just love her. Hubby actually loves her too, so she'll be hanging in the lounge room, I believe, which will be nice. Anyway, as I said, I wish you well. Hope the year is good for you, and I'll see you next month. Bye.